Hello and welcome.
If there's someone that's very, very young and goes into a marriage and has kids when they're like 18, 19, 20, a year into the relationship, it gets really, really abusive. Even though it might be rare from what you guys think,
It is. Go on.
if it would happen, what would you recommend for those people? Would they divorce or do you want them to keep going in the relationship?
Keep going.
You can't divorce, and that's not a real thing.
Even though it might be like physically abusive?
You got to endure.
You want to stick it?
Yeah.
What? What?
You don't gotta physically endure. No.
First of all, in the universe, are you to endure physical abuse?
Never. Never. No.
Second of all, divorce is not real.
Yeah. Come on. Like, okay. I remember somebody said like there is two reasons that legitimate. I think it was some of the other like people from the community, and it was like cheating maybe and physical abuse are the only two actual legitimate reasons.
And death.
Okay, I almost forgot that one. Yeah, like, oh yeah, that. Everything else is just okay, cool. Like yeah, we can work it out. It's just like I chose the easy way out.
Do not take this out of context.
No.
No, in no way is it okay to be physically abusive
Yeah.
with your partner.
Yeah,
And-
if only we had an editor that could make sure that the whole context is there.
Yeah, if only. If only.
People are too.
You want to stick into the
People
relationship?
are
Is it
just.
possible?
I mean, look,
people
I'm gonna be
nowadays
honest.
are just.
Yeah. Well, people are.
People nowadays are just says the man that says endure.
A woman has actually a say, and she should not endure physical violence. Like no, people are in general perhaps becoming snowflakes, but physical violence should not be ever tolerated. Truth.
True. We speak true. Yeah.
For anyone
Situation.
that might be in that situation, what would you recommend?
Okay,
Do you
you-
think
endure.
that-
I'll tell
would
you
they
what.
give
I'll,
up
I'll tell you
divorce?
what. It is such an extreme example that I can't give a prescription for what other people should do.
What about if two people
Sorry.
get married, they
Sorry,
have a kid, and then the wife starts cheating? Do you think they should divorce?
Jesus himself?
Wait. Did the Mr. Endure guy just say?
Like,
Are you kidding me,
bro,
dude?
That is like some major league hating going on there.
What are these standards, dude? What are you talking about, my guy? What?
That's
How is that a line?
I would say
You
pathological
you should-
violence.
You should endure violence, physical abuse, but a woman cheats on you.
Get
What?
yeah, no.
Just-
this is like no.
No, I'm out of here.
I'm out. Like I quit. yeah. This is no. It's like very, very extreme things to say.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say like, okay, what happened to just saying, okay, this is not for me, bye, whatever, just walking out, okay, because it's if you see that as something that is not possible to fix, just go away. That's it. Like,
It's totally fine to have boundaries. So okay, for you, your boundary is my woman should not and shall not cheat on me. So
if it happens.
yeah, if it happens, you separate, go your own ways.
Yeah.
Similarly, it's totally fine, and it's even more fine, probably, right?
Yeah.
For a woman to have a line, I will not get physically abused. So if that happens,
Yeah.
also you separate.
Boundaries are very healthy, normal boundaries.
And very necessary.
Yes.
Very, very necessary.
Yeah.
Physical is the last option always.
Yes.
And like a step before that is like if you cannot verbally handle your issues, walk away.
Yeah.
It's all gonna be good.
And if you just follow this one simple trick, like, if you see you're angry, you can do something that's problematic, just go away. Like, remove yourself from the equation and you will never have problems. That's it. You just go away. You think about it, you breathe, you let some time pass. Like, it's never good. You know that they say never go to bed angry or never make a big decision when you're influenced by emotions. This is the same thing. Like, why would you do like a very big decision like that, something so drastic as infringing on another person's, physical well-being, and then expect nothing to happen? It's just that, like, to be honest, man, it's her fault because she didn't endure. Let's be real.
Sorry, I totally forgot that.
She should have endured. She wouldn't have died. We would have both been happy and in the same relationship and continued on, and that's it.
My bad.
But I did say if there was one instance, because relationships, every relationship has fights. Every relationship has ups and downs. Anybody who says otherwise is a liar. Okay? There's conflict in relationships. Period. Even the happiest couples in the world, they have conflict. And anybody who denies that, like I said, they're lying.
Yes, there is verbal conflict. Okay? Let's just make that crystal clear. Verbal.
Yeah.
You can endure that. And if you don't like that, like if you tried and it doesn't work, like here's where you endure. If it doesn't work, then you walk away.
Yes.
You have issues, disagreements you cannot go over. You are totally okay to walk away.
And I can't believe we actually got to this point where you have to actually say, the part verbal out loud. To me, that is,
absurd,
an appalling, thing on its own. Because, why should I need to say, verbal conflict is okay? Like, conflict is okay, conflict is healthy. But if we need to differentiate between a man punching his woman...
We need to say verbal because we lost the meaning of conflict in relationships where it cannot get physical. Because it's not normal for it to get physical. But somehow, suddenly, this is... What? It's not okay.
Equal rights, equal lefts.
Equal rights, equal lefts.
Some motherfuckers must really hate you. Because after the last video, I just got people sending me everything. What did you say?
I punched a Latina bitch in the face at Rakon. What's Rakon?
It's a club in Japan. He lives over there. He was talking shit to some guy. I guess people just linking the group chats. He was talking shit to some guy, and the guy said to him, well, at least I've never been arrested for glassing a bitch. And he's like, yo, why are you so sensitive? Are you going to leave next? So that's the MLD saying, why are you so sensitive? Why are you bringing that up?
Okay. Well, this is a warning, this is an alert.
I really, really do think that there is there is a boundary which you should not cross. I think this does cross that boundary. This is legitimate threats and admission of things which
you
just
will
look into
potentially
it. Yeah. So it costs nobody nothing, nobody anything to actually look into it and see what happened. Because this is already a pattern, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely. It's not the last one.
No. Going through the comments and all, what I would like to know is, what do you guys think? What is he doing? What is your opinion? So is there a message that he would like to get across? Do you think this is the right kind of message? Do you think it's a wrong kind of message? Please comment and let us know.
Also, how would you kill this for being so disgusting? Personally, I think a good old-fashioned bludgeoning is the way to go. Big old monkey wrench to the head.
A good old-fashioned bludgeoning is the way to go. Said nobody ever since the 15th century. Okay.
Why are you so violent? What's your issue? Why are you...
You know what? Okay, this is probably... The thing is, he has some unsolved issues from before. I think this is just, one person's trauma affecting their judgment now.
Yeah. This is something that should be looked at inside, talk to somebody maybe, see to handle this issue, and then maybe come back and be a real positive influence for the world and be a positive red pill influence, since you are proclaiming yourself to be that.
I don't want a traumatized woman in my life.
Time to beat Aya. I'm gonna beat Aya for not being pretty enough. Have to beat Aya for letting this happen.
Have to be tired for. Okay, all of these. Maybe this is not violence. Maybe this is just him being like joking around.
Yeah,
And
I think this was
this
more
is-
taken out of context
Yeah.
because they were searching for Bit Aya, and the thing is, I don't know who Aya is,
Yeah.
and it looks like okay, cool. So this is 3 separate days. So it's the 6th of March, 7th of March, 18th of April.
Yeah.
So it's like a very big jump in time. Like it's a very big difference, and I just think he was like a peacock.
It's okay. Yeah, it's okay to just joke around
Yeah.
a little bit and all that. That's
100% would type that out at some point myself as well. I don't mean by that I would actually physically beat somebody. I said a lot of stupid shit. It doesn't mean I would follow through. The problem is when there is a pattern, and the problem is when you reaffirm that sort of beliefs, which is like to me is the biggest problem.
I think it's the understanding between the parties. So there's like a joke line or boundary where you understand that this is all just part of some joke around or some
Yeah.
inside joke that you have, and that's fine. Like that's fine.
Yeah.
We just don't want it to get real. This is like a joke. Jokes are twisting the reality a little bit, and that's fine. Just putting that out there.
And I want to deal with a normal, mentally stable, healthy woman.
I will glass a bitch with a champagne bottle for the honor of the group. If this happens, I'll have so much fucking money. I'm gonna glass like 17.
What does this glass means? Like gonna stab them with a glass or hit them with a bottle of champagne or like I didn't really go and look into it, but it sounds sort of like ghetto knifing.
Okay. Didn't hear that term really. To me, it sounds like taking a literal glass and then maybe breaking it into
Yeah, or a
person
bottle glass,
or a
whatever,
bottle, yeah,
something
of course,
like
yeah,
that.
something
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. But I don't know.
Yeah, this is a bit too vocal for my taste. Like, okay, cool, you can say, okay, yeah, I would slap the bitch or whatever when you're angry at somebody, but it's like it's
Yeah.
very frequent as far as I can see. Yeah.
And that's I don't know. Like this is a boundary in a joke in your relationship where you don't want to actually say things like that. It's absolutely disrespectful.
Now, mind you, everything here I've been sent screen recordings for, so none of it is like edited photo. So this is him contacting somebody else about the incident in Japan. He goes, and you can see the video as he's scrolling. He says, "Hey, sorry to bother you about this. This guy attacked an innocent girl in Roppongi, and the police found him. I heard he did something to you. Is that true?" And the woman in question, who's Japanese, she goes, "Yes, true. What him make for the girl?" Which I think is her broken English. "Yeah, I know he's a real scumbag. Is it true that he punched you in your face?" And she says, "Yes. What happened with the other girl?" And he says, "Are you sure it's definitely this guy?" To which she replies, "Yes." And so a couple other people from Japan contacted me and said that this guy was charged for bottling a woman in the face after she rejected him at a club.
I guess we know what glassing means.
I guess we figured it out. Our guesses were on point. But one thing that I just now hear is that he actually was charged for something.
He actually assaulted a
So
woman.
this is something he actually did.
Yeah, I didn't know about that, honestly.
Okay. So now
But did he do it once?
if this is facts, if this is true, this guy is literally no redeeming yourself now. You are, I mean, you literally cannot represent anything positive about Red Pill or anything positive about social dynamics, because you have crossed a line which should not be crossed.
Yeah, I really do think that once it gets to that point, I don't think you represent the best interests of any gender in any given scenario. It's like it's tainted and that's it. Yeah.
The path to redemption for you, my dude, is really, really difficult. Really difficult.
One would say almost impossible.
Almost impossible. I don't know. I have the analogy that if you have a piece of paper and you crunch it up and then you try to straighten it out, it's never gonna be
It's
as
the
straight
same piece of
as it
paper,
was.
but yes.
It's always a little bit
Yeah.
bumpy. Okay, so if you like the content, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our video to reach more audience and help support us. Thank you.